بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. This is lesson number 82 from the explanation of Bulugh Al-Maram. Walillahi alhamd. Inshallah, we're back. Inshallah, we get these classes going and going continuously. I apologize for the long delay, but I have been very, very, very busy, not working on one book, two books, three books, but working on four separate books. So, Allahumma musta'an. Two of them are finished. One has been published, which is the book, The Bitter Truth about free mixing, which that one's been published. The other one that's finished is currently being formatted. Inshallah, it's a collection of hadiths. Inshallah, this book will be published soon. Inshallah, and of course the third book, which is the book about seeking knowledge, which, like I said, is about 85% finished. And hopefully, inshallah, that book will be finished by the end of the year. And I was also doing some editing and work on my memoirs, because that book is actually about 300 pages. I'm about 300 pages into that book. So that book, I wouldn't say it's finished, because that book will never be finished until I die. But almost time. But I mean, it's finished. I mean, it's almost to the point of like the book catching up to where I am in my life right now. So I mean, that would be finished for now. So Allahumma musta'an. So, and I also started work on another book, which is for Ramadan, inshallah. But that's gonna be a surprise, inshallah. That yeah, I have to wait for that one, Allahumma musta'an. Because last year I wrote a book about ahkam, so I wanted to write like a companion book to the book of ahkam that is not ahkam, but more deals with the issues of the heart and things like that. So the thing, a type of book that will give the people that read it the motivation, to do the types of worship that we have to do throughout Ramadan. If we take Ramadan seriously. So inshallah, I'll let the people know about that book more and more as inshallah as we get closer to Ramadan. So now inshallah, we're only taking one. First off, we started in the last class. We started in the Bab al-Hayd, which is the chapter on menstruation. All right. We only took one hadith, and as you're going to see, anyways, the first three hadiths in this chapter are all weak. The fourth hadith is the actual, I guess you could say, the umda, or the pillar of this mas'ala. So we're going to take these first three because these are the hadith that the people use for different issues as far as this is concerned. So the people that say that the woman has to take a shower or a ghusl for every single salat, they're going to use the hadith that we're going to read today. The ones that say that no, the shower, she has to make wudu. Well, I mean, all of this is going to be wrapped up on the fourth hadith, inshallah. I don't think we're going to get to that one today, but Allahumma musta'an. So let's get started. He said, وفي حديث أسماء بنت عميس عند أبي داود ولتجلس في مركن فإذا رأت سفرة فوق الماء فلتغتسل للظهر والعصر غسلا واحدا وتغتسل للمغرب والعشاء غسلا واحدا وتغتسل للفجر غسلا واحدا وتتوضأ فيما بين ذلك. All right. So this hadith is not sahih, it's غير محفوظ. And the issue of it being mahfuz, غير محفوظ, is the fact that of the chain of narration and who narrated the hadith and whether or not this is the actual hadith that was narrated. So this the chain of narration, it starts with Suhail ibn Abi Saleh, and it goes to a Zuhri and Urwa. And of course, we know Urwa mostly narrates on from Aisha radiallahu anha, but in this case, Urwa narrated from Asma bint Umais. All right, and this is not the correct chain of narration, and it's not the correct hadith that goes with that chain of narration, even if it was the correct chain of narration, because the actual chain of narration, it goes back to Zuhri, and Zuhri narrates it from Urwa, and Urwa narrates it and Aisha. And the hadith, it goes back to the issue of Ummi Habiba bint Jash, and that hadith is in Sahih Muslim, and nowhere in that hadith does it mention that she has to take a ghusl for every single salat. So again, this hadith is not authentic. All right, it's not غير محفوظ. المحفوظ الذي في صحيح مسلم. Now, I correct myself there because it's not just in Muslim, it's also in Bukhari. But we're going to get to that hadith, inshallah. It will show that it was not a command for her to uh, to take a ghusl for every single salat. So let's get to the hadith now. So here the all right. So this was reported in the Abi Dawood. ولتجلس في مركن. Mirkan is a type of a tub that's used for washing the clothes. All right. Nowadays, I mean, in Yemen they call it a masbana, from the word sabun, from masbana. This is like it's a tub that, I mean, even when I was in Yemen, the whole time that I was in Yemen, because a lot of the times we didn't have electricity, even in the city, we didn't have electricity, so we had this big tub that we would put the clothes in with soapy water, and we wash the clothes by hand. Or some people would run on the clothes and wash them by foot. I was one of the runners. I didn't do all that hand stuff. I would just run on the clothes. But just but this is the mirkan. And the woman, she would put some water into the mirkan, and then she would sit over the mirkan to see what comes out, whether it's blood or whether it's not blood, so that way she could see if her menstruation is finished or not. So he said, so she should sit, in a mirkan inside of it, in the water, and then فإذا رأت صفرة فوق الماء, and if she sees like the yellowish, fluid above on the water, then that shows that her menstruation is complete. فلتغتسل فلتغتسل, so she should make a ghusl للظهر والعصر, and she should make the ghusl for dhuhr and asr غسلا واحدا, one ghusl, وتغتسل للمغرب والعشاء غسلا واحدا, and then she should make a ghusl for مغرب and عشاء غسلا واحدا, وتغتسل الفجر غسلا واحدا, وتتوضأ فيما بين ذلك, and then she should make wudu between those two things. So here it's showing that she should make one ghusl and combine the two salats, as we're going to see in the next hadith, that she should combine the two salats between dhuhr and asr, between maghrib and isha, and the fajr, of course, is a standalone salat, so she only makes one. She makes a ghusl for that and prays that alone. And then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, وَتَتَوَضَّأْ فِيمَا بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ, and she should make wudu for whatever's between that. If she wants to pray nawafil between the maktubat, which are the five salawat, then she's only required to make wudu. So if she's only required to make wudu for the nawafil, then obviously she should only be required to make wudu for even the farb. So, and the masala anyways is that the ghusl itself is al-istihbab, because if it's something that was obligatory for her to do, she would have had to do it even for the nawafil. All right. But as we're going to see as we go through the different narrations, that the ghusl and is constantly be repeated over and over and over again, as that the woman who experienced this type of istihaadhah, her only requirement is to make wudu for every salat. She does not have to make a ghusl. The ghusl is only from the bab of istihbab, which means that this is it's good for her to do. But obviously, it could be a difficulty. It's a major difficulty for a woman to do this 3 times a day, to take 3 different ghusls, at least these three times a day, just for the salawat only. So because of that difficulty, and deen yusr, that this deen has been made easy for us, and that would be a type of mashaqqa, as we're going to see inshallah through the different narrations. So for now, inshallah, we're going to نكتفي بهذا القدر inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.